It's Angela Drake, and I'm here with week 2 of NanoWriMo update, which is zip. It's just been a crazy week. On the upside, I think the cat is healing. Tabby is eating again, and she's not being quite as picky as she was, which is always a good thing. I mean, I'd feed her one thing, and the next time I feed her, I'd give her the same thing, and she wouldn't touch it. And she has not been like this ever before in her 4 years of life. So just the little things that can stress you out when you're trying to write a book, right? But I am back on my sofa tonight, shutting the door, shutting the world out, and getting some words written tonight. I did do some research last week. And found out a crucial point or detail in my book. I did not know, excuse me, I've been up since 4, that there are some vehicles, especially newer vehicles, that do not have the brightest of dome lights. While I was in Poplar Bluff last week, I had the opportunity to go by a Jeep dealership. And I went back while it was dark. Since starts getting dark at 4 o'clock now, I had plenty of time to stop by the dealership in the dark before they closed. And the salesman was kind enough to start up a Jeep Rubicon for me, which was, as soon as I saw it, I knew it was the vehicle that Mark will be driving. But I had already written the scene where she is able to see him in the dome light, and she isn't. So, I already know something that I will have to go back and correct, which will mean rewriting a whole emotional part of that scene. So, but I'm determined. The other thing that happened this week, and I want you to think about, is this was my first book, An Ozark's Christmas, and it's the first book in the series. I'm working on book 2 now. This book came out 2 years ago. I'm still running promos on it here and there, but I hadn't really been pushing it. But there's one thing to think about. There are people that are that may be new to you, may have come onto your channel since your book was published. Particularly if it's a seasonal book, get the promos back out there. Don't worry about how long ago it was written. Somebody new to your channel may enjoy this book. It's kind of like watching the same Hallmark movies every year. You may not have seen one that aired in 2017. To you, it's new this year, and that's the way this book is, I'm hoping, for my readers. The other thing is, think about the people that you know, and don't limit yourself to who you market your book to. You don't even really have to market. I belong to an amazing crafting group on YouTube. The company, they're a home-based company. They do a live sale of worldwide craft supplies every Saturday afternoon for like 10 hours. And then we do craft and chat on Sundays and Tuesday nights. The last Sunday of the month we do bingo. Sundays is also trivia night. And it's just a really great group of people that I have been able to network with. Just because on my other side, I'm a crafter. When I'm not writing books, I am doing something with paper crafts. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I love making junk journals and cards and scrapbook pages and mixed media kind of things. And so this group has just become a really good, close-knit group of friends. And we were talking, something was brought up the other night about reading a book, and Maddie says, oh yeah, we have an author in our group. Kelly writes as Angela Drake, and I just got her book. And she showed my book, and she says, and here's what I want to do. I want to do a book club. Kelly, do you think we can do a book club? And I'm like, sure, why not? So for the next 4 Mondays, beginning next Monday, we will be doing a Zoom meeting as a book club, discussing my book that came out 2 years ago. Because until this year, and I met this group of friends, they had no clue. They were not aware of this book when it came out. They all love Hallmark movies. So this book is a perfect read for them. And she is already planning to do another book club meeting for each one of my books that I release. Which means about the first part of June next year, we're going to be doing a book launch book club for book 2. As soon as I get it written. But I'm really into the story now. I learned where I was making my mistakes in getting too wrapped up in the secondary part of the story and not focusing on my main characters. And that's really easy to do if your backstory involves the history of your characters, of your main characters. So sometimes you just have to stop and step back and remember whose story you're supposed to be telling. I'm not telling Lieutenant Sterling's story, technically. We'll learn about Lieutenant Sterling as the secondary character, as the veteran that we bring home. But the characters that I need to focus on are Mark and Katie. What Katie wants, what Mark wants, and how they're going to blend the two and come out in the happy ever after that romances are known for. It's not a love story, it's a romance, which means there has to be a happy ever after. And so if you find yourself stuck, we're at that midpoint in Nano where it's really easy to just wonder where in the heck you're going. What story am I trying to tell? Stop and think about what your main characters want. And how are you going to go about overcoming the hurdles to get them what they want? That's my only advice for you this week. That and write, which is what I'm going to be doing this evening. So, find new avenues to promote your books. And like I said, I wasn't even promoting. They just knew that I wrote. And she went in and ordered my book, and it has taken off from there. And so I'm really looking forward to doing this. I've already turned my book cover into the fronts of Christmas cards. I have the tea bag goodies that I gave to everyone that I sold books to at conference when this book first came out. So I'm putting together promotional goodie bags for each person in the reading group. And we're up to 15 people that are going to be in on that Zoom meeting. That is 15 books that I have sold in 2 days. And I didn't do anything except let them know that I wrote books. All I did. So, who have you not told that you are an author? Who have you not told that you're a published author? Don't be silent. Be proud of what you are doing. It is your passion. Let your passion show and let people know that you are living your dream. That's it for me this week. Next week, I hope to have a word count for you. That's my master plan. So, I will also be able to tell you, I won't be able to tell you next week how the first meeting of the book club went, because I will be posting on Sunday. I don't even remember why I didn't post Sunday. I know I meant to post yesterday. It's just been really, this kind of came out of the blue, and Maddie and I have spent the last 2 days planning it. So, on that note, if you are a paper crafter or a mixed media artist or a junk journaler, remember to check out SpectrumArtCreations.com. I will leave their link down below to their website and their online store, and also to their YouTube channel. We'd love to meet you. Come play, come talk, and I will see you back here next Sunday when we check in on week 3 of NanoWriMo. Thanks for stepping in the studio today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Tell me one person or group that you don't think know that you are an author. And then tell me how you're going to let them know. I'll see you Sunday. Bye-bye.